All right, what's up, everybody? This is David Jagno from UploadVR.com, and I am here with an Oculus Quest live stream. I haven't streamed any Quest stuff here on our YouTube channel in quite a while. This is going to be a special Quest stream because I will actually be streaming Oculus Quest using the new Oculus Link feature that Oculus just rolled out into beta on the PC Oculus Home app. So this will let me play Rift games on my Quest using one little USB-C cable. So it's a really cool feature that they just rolled out yesterday into beta. So we're excited for people to be able to play Rift games on their Quest using a USB-C cable. It does require a specific kind of cable. It has to be very high quality, USB-C to USB 3.0, high spec. We have an article on our website about a specific one that Oculus recommended, and that's actually the one that I bought. So I have the Anchor cable plugged in my computer. Hello Sodley, hello Quilt. Quilt says every time they try to download the Rift software, it tells them to restart my computer and it never works. Anyone got any ideas? That's a little weird. I'm not sure what's happening, Quilt. Are you going through you shouldn't even have to do the setup process because you're not going to be setting up a Rift. You should just have your Rift, your home software updated to 1.43 and your Quest updated to version 11, and you should be able to do it. We have a guide on our website. Maybe you can check that out. Hopefully you can get it working. Waves. I don't know if USB-C to USB-C works yet. I believe that will eventually. Winter, the only cable we've tried is the one they officially recommend. I think it's sold out on Amazon right now, but I think it's available on eBay. Sadly, I'm not gonna make specific recommendations for any other cables. I'm sorry, sadly, I don't want to recommend you a cable that doesn't work. So what I'm gonna do is I'll pull up our article that has the specific cable that Oculus recommends. They haven't released their official cable yet. They are going to be releasing one that you can buy from them directly. That's going to be very long. The one they recommended is 10 feet long. Like I said, it's sold out on Amazon, but hopefully you should be able to find it elsewhere. I've seen it on Groupon. I've seen it on eBay. Waves, yes, SteamVR works fine. I'll play some Skyrim. I'll play some other SteamVR games here on the stream and show you guys that they work great. That's the specific cable Oculus recommended. It is an Anchor cable, model number. Let me see here, right there. Yeah, Waves. Any cable that is USB-C to USB 3.0 should theoretically work if it's. I believe there's a certain specification that it needs to be 1 point something. I can't remember off the top of my head. But if it has the same specs as that cable that I just linked, then it should work. Oh, good, Sadly. That's good. Yeah, that's the cable I'm using right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll jump in here, just so that we can get started. And I'll pull chat up using Oculus Dash so I can see what you guys are saying. I'm going to go in and let me turn off the music. Don't need that music anymore. Okay. You're waiting on your cable. Yeah, I'm sure that's a story for a lot of people. I have a little secret that I'm going to unveil to you. D1360. Since we knew what cable they were going to recommend whenever the announcement was made, they told us ahead of time under embargo. I went ahead and I bought one before the rush of people flooded Amazon and put them out of stock. So I got lucky. I was able to buy it the day before. Yeah, different cables might add more compression. That's true, Andrew. I've only used the one they recommended, and they're going to be releasing an official one from Oculus too. That's not out yet, but that'll be coming. So hang on one second. Let me put the headset on. Tracking looks good. We are here in my Oculus Home. Whoops, walked outside of the play area. Let me open up Oculus Mirror so that all of you wonderful people can see what I'm seeing. Yep, so that should pop into view. Let me go over here and switch it over. Let's see. Okay, where are we at here? Aha, there we go. Now you can see everything good. Yeah, so the cable that I'm using, the one they recommended, is only 10 feet long, which isn't ideal for room scale, really. You know, if I turn around here, then it's already looped around up to my waist, so it's hard to step over. So it's not great. Hopefully the official Oculus cable will be longer. I don't think they've said how long it's going to be, but I'd imagine it'll be longer than the one that they recommend right now. But, you know, it's only 13 bucks, so, you know, you can't go too wrong for just about $10. Okay, let me pull up chat so I can see. Pop out chats. Let me go here. And we'll go, there we go. Got chat pulled up. Let's see, Sodley says, does it have Rift graphics? So I'm seeing what I would see inside my Rift. So that's accurate. But I would say that, I mean, obviously you can't expect the exact same quality because the video feed is being compressed through the computer to your Quest, so it's not the same exact quality of what you would get in an actual Rift S. And the frame rate is lower. It maxes out at 72 rather than 80 on the Rift S. And you have one less tracking camera, so the tracking quality won't be quite as good. But I don't really notice any latency, to be honest. Like every now and then it'll kind of stutter for a second. Just, you know, like not even a second, maybe like a millisecond. Just real quick, it kind of jitters for a second. I only notice that every now and then. If I look around really quickly, sometimes I can see some artifacts, but not really. Considering that it is turning a previously non-PC headset into a PC headset for just one little cable and that's it, it's pretty impressive to me. I don't have many complaints. It's hard to complain about a feature that you don't even have to pay extra for, which, you know, is pretty surprising. Hello Libro, hello Costas, Andrew, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Making a video comparing through the lens. I can try to do that. I know Heaney, David Heaney at Upload, he is pretty good at taking those kind of shots and those kind of video footage and getting a good quality, you know, one-to-one comparison. So we'll see if he can do something like that. Demo Oculus Medium. I don't think I have it installed. Let me, let's see. Let me download it. Because I don't believe I have it installed. Whoops. Here we go. Medium. Loading. Oculus Medium. Install. It shouldn't take too long to install that. In the meantime, how about I jump into something else? I could show off some, let's see here. I've got a few things installed already. I've got Asgard. You know, that's not a Quest game. That could be cool to show off. Uh-oh, what happened? I can't see anything. So it looks like you guys can still see what I'm seeing, or what I should be seeing on your screen, but for me, it's frozen. So it looks like it froze here. There's a square box of where I should be able to see things, but my eyes are basically frozen. Let me try the good old fashioned unplug and replug trick. See if that fixes it. Enable beta. Yep. Okay, I'm back in here. Where are my hands at? Uh-oh. It didn't take long to run into problems. That's weird. I didn't have any problems before right now. So I think what I'm going to do... Okay, I've got it unplugged. Now let's go and... Aaron says you might have to restart your computer. I don't think so. I just did that right before I started streaming. Everything was working great. Let's just do a reset of home. It might... I wonder if it is partially the mirror. Yeah, Andrew, you could be right. Oculus Mirror might be giving me issues. I might have to do individual feeds of each game if this gives me a problem again, because it could be the mirror for sure. Hi Dan, hi everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Hi Kurt, Andrew. Thank you guys. Okay, so I am back in Quest Home now. I restarted Oculus Home. Let's see what happens if I plug it back in right now. Okay. Yep, allow. Oh. Let's see. There we go. Enable beta. And it is a beta, obviously, so, you know, work in progress. All that good stuff. Okay. It looks like home is pulling back up inside my headset now. That was a little bizarre. Let's turn the mirror back on. Oculus mirror. Good to go. All right. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and just try to jump into something then. Oh yeah, I need to repin the chat box. Whoops. There we go. How about I play Stormland? Okay, I can check out some Stormland. Oh, I do have the lab installed. That's a good one. Let's do that so I can show how Steam works. So, let's see here. This is a wired, wireless, wired experience. Yeah, no, I guess that's pretty accurate. Yeah, you know, it is a beta, obviously, so if you're not aware of that, then, you know, make sure you understand this is a beta. This is not a full release or anything close to that. Okay, so, as you can see, I just launched SteamVR, and it should be pulling it up right now. Here we are inside SteamVR using a Quest. Magical, magical. It's loading home right now, I believe. Yep, there's home right there. You can see the loading box. Winter, I believe AMD will be getting support eventually. Obviously, it's in beta right now, so it's not going to support everything perfectly. Yeah, so let's do the lab. Let's jump into the lab. I have not checked out the lab in a very long time. I don't know what that error message was. I don't think it was anything. Let's ignore it. Ooh, boy. That is loud. Wow. That was extremely loud. Okay, so that should be better now. That's not quite as loud. Holy crap. You feel bad because a few friends have AMD and I'm currently loving the Link. Yeah, it's a great feature. You know, I'm really surprised that they offered something like this for free. I think a lot of people would have been willing to pay money to, you know, have this update, but I guess they're subsidizing the cost with their official cable, which will be nice and long and high quality. Is the hope there? I'm assuming. Cool. So here we are inside the lab. This is if you're unfamiliar, the lab is a... Oh no. Can I skip this? I don't want to talk over her, so we'll wait a second. It's doing the whole tutorial because I haven't played this in so long. Andrew, you know, $80 sounds like a lot for a USB cable, but considering it'll be super high quality and probably the least amount of compression and very long at 5 meters, which I think it's worth it too. I'm with you. And so the great thing about the lab is this is a free SteamVR app that you can download. So if you're going to be getting the link and you have a PC already and you have a Quest, this is definitely one of the best things you can try for free. You know, visually, the Vesper Peak and the different tourist-like attractions that you can go to are some of the highest quality, I think, you know, areas that you can visit in VR. That just the quality of this is fantastic. It even looks good in the Quest, even after the compression and everything. It looks really nice. Yeah, blocked is central. You're right. Yeah, Brandon, it's fiber optic. 5 meters be enough. Yeah, I think the Oculus Rift S cable is 5 meters. I could be wrong. Correct me on that if I'm wrong, but it should be about the same length as the Rift S. The one I'm using right now is only 10 feet. I think that's 3 meters. Is that right? I'm sorry. I'm in the U.S., so we're backwards and are still using non-metric. My right touch controller battery is low. Really? I don't think so. Really, I guess it is. I didn't realize it was low battery. I might have to change the battery in a minute. Hey Lily, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so the lab runs great. If you're curious to know, it looks fantastic. So what I'm going to do is... Whoop, there it is. This is on Steam, and it's a free app. It's a collection of mini games. The link cable is 5 meters. Yes, the official one that is not out yet. Test traveler of Pocket Universe Lab 8 has survived. One of my favorite things to do in the lab is longbow. It's such a fun wave shooter. Slingshot, really? Yeah, that one has more interactivity. There's, you know, some really funny dialogue there. I like longbow a lot. You have a Rift with external sensors. Can you use the sensors now with the Quest for better tracking? Thomas, no you cannot. The Quest and the Rift S are inside-out, built-in camera tracking only, so you cannot use your old sensors. They will not work. Good try for controller tracking. So as you can see, it tracks my hands pretty well, right? I mean, given the limitations of inside-out tracking, it's actually working really great. I have not tried the GTA 5 mod. That's a good one. I'll try that. I think I have it all set up still. I'm going to actually put this behind me so that I can see the full view here. This must look good. I only tried seeing some gear. Oh, if the Gear VR is your only VR experience, you are in for a treat. Oh, that's interesting. It loses my hand whenever I get it under my chin, and it shoots automatically. That's a little annoying. I don't know if I like that. Why is it doing that? Or maybe it's just the grip button was being finicky. There we go. There we go. What? Why isn't it going all the way? Alright. I haven't played longbow in a while. I'm not going to be as great as I used to be. Ooh! That was a good shot. That was a good shot. Oh, you sneaky guy. No! No! Arizona Sunshine. Yeah, I can check that out. I think I have it installed. If not, it shouldn't take too long. Headshot. Beautiful. John, it looks like your comment was deleted for the profanity, but no, the default cable does not work, which is a huge error, I think, on Oculus's part. Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and switch over. The Lab is a free game on Steam, so once you get your link cable, if you have a Quest, I highly recommend checking it out. Let's exit SteamVR. Instead, we will go back to Oculus Home here. And I will take these recommendations. Oh, let's see. Can you play Arizona Sunshine? PC games Rift S has far better quality. Yeah, so if you already have a gaming PC and you want primarily to play PC-based VR games, I think it would still be advisable to get a PC VR headset if that is what you're mostly interested in doing or exclusively interested in doing, just because the experience will be better. But if you like the prospect of a Quest, or if you have a Quest already, it's hard to recommend getting a whole other headset when you could just get a cable. You know, it's that's where the value proposition is to me. If you're only interested in the super highest quality, top end VR experiences, then just get a PC VR headset still. I think that makes the most sense. But, you know, the other end of that is if you want something that's more flexible, some of the games are cross-buy, so you can play Rift and Quest games on the same headset on the go or on your computer, you know, stuff like that. Let's do Asgard's Wrath. I think this will be a really interesting one to test out because this is one of the biggest VR games yet. You know, it took me almost 30 hours to beat it, and I didn't do almost, you know, hardly any of the side content. And it's really, really huge. It's really beautiful. It's a massive RPG. So this will be a good one to test it on to see, you know, how it really fares. Boneworks will be interesting. We have tried it on Rift S. Whoops, I don't want to look over there. Why do I have to look there? Okay, let me reorient the chat again. Scott, in the settings, you should be able to turn on full locomotion. I'll probably turn down audio just a hair. It's a little bit loud for Asgard. Back up. Okay, my touch controller battery low. Yes, I know. If I get another notification, I'll have to change the battery. You got the Quest because you don't have a VR capable PC, and it's funny how I might now have to get a VR capable PC because you have a Quest. Kevin, that's a great point. Tuco, I'm not gonna play any Beat Saber. That game's already on Quest, and there are ways to do custom songs on Quest still. Let's see here. It's a little jittery. A lot more jittery than I expected. Huh. I wonder why it's so jittery. That's weird. It wasn't like this last time I tried it. It's not too bad. It's certainly playable. But a game like this that really relies on your reaction timing, that's a little surprising to see it kind of jitter around like that. Okay, let's see here. The wolf, of course. Oh no, he's not fully dead. Let's see. You can have a potion, my friend. There you go, buddy. There you go. Might need to reboot the PC, open and close SteamVR. Yeah, that's a good point, K. Asante. Yeah, you're right. And my PC specs are not super high end. It is an RTX 2060 Super. So this is a supported GPU. But that being said, I'm sure a lot of people have better GPUs that will fare even better. But even with a little minor jitter every now and then, um, it's fully playable. This isn't bad. And if I wanted to, I could reboot my PC probably to improve performance. But, being on the stream here, just trying to show a bunch of stuff quickly, I'm not going to do that. If I were to record a dedicated video, which I might do, I'll make sure that, I reboot everything and get it top notch. But for the sake of this stream, I don't want to have to reboot the PC and restart the whole stream over. That would be a little inconvenient and kind of ruin the flow a little bit. But yeah, that's a good suggestion. Yeah, 2060 is not bad. I'm not saying it's a bad GPU. I'm just saying it's not top of the line. I mean, and it certainly is fine for me in all other situations. I played this entire game on this GPU on a Rift S with no problems. I'm just saying that for the sake of the Link, if you have a better one, you're going to have a better experience. That's all it is. So this right here is, you need the owl companion to solve right here. She can sort of like hoot, and it creates a bridge whenever she does that. So this is an area in the game where the first time I came here, I didn't have that companion. So now that I do have her, I can come back and re-explore and, get crafting materials. Whoops. I missed my bag. There we go. And as you can see now over here, I need the wolf companion instead to howl at these crystals and break them. So I've already beat the game, so I have all the companions, so I can, solve all the different puzzles and challenges, but Frederick, Arizona Sunshine is being ported directly to the Quest soon. So you won't actually it'll be working without needing to use Link. Whoops. Oh, there we go. I took my time. Skyrim VR, it works well. I'm actually in the process of updating our mod list on Upload VR so that I can fully update all of the mods. Oop. No, we're not done yet. Oh no, you killed my wolf! Oh no, it froze. Yep, we had a link stoppage again. It looks like you guys can still see what I'm seeing, or what I should be seeing, but inside my headset, the footage is frozen, so it's just a square box here that froze. I think it's just more beta issues, more beta struggles. I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I'm going to restart Oculus Home and unplug and replug it, and that should fix it. But yeah, so it's the same issue though that we had last time. I'm going to turn that off here. Let's shut down the game. Yeah, so the tracking continues to work, but the image is lost. That is right, D1360. And I think little issues like this are going to get solved. It's still beta, like I said, so problems like this were bound to pop up every now and then. It is to be expected. Let's see here. So it sounds like I can hear now, but it's still giving me the ... Now see, it's really weird. Here in Quest, it's telling me my my Quest controller batteries are fine, but I was getting notifications that the battery was low when I was inside of Oculus Home using Link. So that's a little weird. Okay. Let's see here. Why isn't it prompting me to let Link start? What the heck? There it is. There we go. Enable. I just had to wait. I was being impatient. There we go. Oculus Home is back up. To be perfectly honest, though, considering the fact that all of this is, still in beta, this actually works pretty well. I think these little issues are going to get fully sorted out. Okay, there we go. This is now fixed, so we can reopen Oculus Mirror. And that should be good. Hold on 1 second. All right, sorry about that. My wife just came in to inform me that my 2-year-old son peed on the potty for the first time just now. So she recorded it, so I didn't miss anything. But yeah, it's a big moment. All right, so no, I'm not finished yet, Scan. Don't worry. Could make an article about decent VR ready PCs for Questers. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea, FarmD. I will pass that along to the people that are more technologically minded than myself. I'm mostly a gamer more than I am a tech savvy person. Man, so it messed up again. So I think, hang on. So, okay, so for some reason it gave me the same issue again. I don't think you'll be able to see, but here on the stream you guys can see fine, but I know it's not going to work. But inside the headset the image is frozen. I don't know why it did it again. So let's take a look here. What is that sound from? Oh, okay, there we go. Steam was locking up for some reason. I wonder if that was part of it. Okay, so let's do a full reset of Oculus Home. And I'm going to close all the windows I don't need open. Uh, 1360, those are all valid questions. Any one of those could be true. I didn't turn the settings down in Asgard's Wrath. That is true. If I had, it may have, worked better. I just left it as the same settings I had been using. Come on, restart. Oculus won't even restart itself? I don't know why. I'm going to turn off some of these other programs I don't need open. I don't need Viveport running right now. Let's see. Okay. So now let's try reopening. Unplug the Quest. Make sure that's all separated. Yeah, 1360. You're probably right. I think it's a similar technology, right? Similar things going on here that to wireless streaming. That the wireless adapter uses for Vive or other things like that. So things like compression issues and just performance. All those things need to be in line for it to really operate optimally. So all of that is good now. I'm going to put the headset on and let's see what it looks like this time. So hang on 1 second. Okay. Okay, there we go. Man, you know what? I think I might need to reset the Quest itself this time. Let's see if that helps alleviate my issues here. Well, sorry for the problem. This is what happens whenever you are testing out beta software live here on a stream, right? Is the USB cable hot? Let's see. No, it's not. It's not hot at all. Could I test later with a Shadow PC? That's an interesting idea. I don't think it would work. I don't think that would work. None of us have Shadow accounts, so that's not something I can really test. But so Shadow is a streaming service, right? So if you had a non-VR ready PC, I guess what they're wondering is, could you plug in a headset into your non-VR PC and then stream a Shadow cloud computer to your PC? And I think that's just too. Even if it worked, I think there'd be too much latency. I don't think that's something you would want to do. I also don't think it would work. I don't think the video signals would work that way. Could be wrong, but my gut tells me that would not work. Okay, we are back in home. Whoops. There we go, back in home. Good to go, good to go, back in home. All right. Now let's switch back here. It might be the mirror. Oculus mirror is what might be what's giving me these issues so much. I really don't think my right touch controller battery is that low, but it keeps telling me it is. Okay, so what we're gonna do? We did some Asgard. It worked. It was just a little annoying and a little weird. But I'm guessing that could be solved by adjusting the settings or, tweaking some stuff. But I don't have the time to do all that right now. So we have everything working again. Let's go in and load up SteamVR again. Alright, I think I'm going to have to change the batteries because this is driving me insane. It's beeping so much about the battery life, even though I don't think it's actually that low. I don't know why he keeps telling me it is. So you're saying Shadow is VR compatible now? Huh. Really? So Shadow cloud computers work for VR headsets? That's remarkable. I had no idea. I'll have to look into that. That would be really interesting to test. Let's see here. Where? Oh, where? There it is. Whoa. Whoa. Come on. Ah, there we go. Why is it? Come on. Launch. Oh man, there's that Bethesda logo. This is a clean install, isn't it? Okay. No, turn off this teleportation. I don't want that. Let's see, VR, turning mode, smooth. Let's do very fast rotation speed, please. Direct movements. One relative's fine. Main hand. Height looks about right. Maybe do a little taller. Movement speed high. Physical sneaking, yes. Realistic swimming, yes. I don't remember all the settings I usually do because I haven't played in so long. That should be good. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. I've already got all this set. Leave me alone. Oh, the field of view dimming is on. I gotta turn that off. Is it VR performance is where that's at? It's preset to medium. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Field of view filter. While turning, turn that all off. Beautiful. Look at that. Skyrim VR. It works pretty well using Link. Yep, smooth turning. Wow, this is very smooth. Looks excellent. There's a little light flickering going on there. This would be great to test out with all the mods. I'm definitely gonna do this. Whoop. Let me pick up all the arrows here. Nice. There we go. That guy would have been dead for sure. Cool. I forgot to pin the chat. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and pin that. Stick it over here. Realistic bow aim. Yes, I think I forgot that. Thank you. I've played so much of this game in VR, but it's probably been over a year. Realistic bow aiming there. And this is a totally fresh install. A new PC from the last time I played it. I don't have any of my saves. All my mods are gone. I need to do a full clean remod of this game and figure out what the best settings and everything are. Yeah, realistic bow aiming makes it so much better. There we go. I knew I was a professional. Oh wait, no, I do have saves, don't I? I do. Cloud saves. Good old cloud saves. Okay, which save is this? I want something that is after the intro, but I think all of those saves are modded, and they're probably not going to work. But I could give them a try, and if it breaks, it breaks. This is my main one that I was playing on. Level 19. I don't think that one's going to work at all. There was so much modded stuff on there. Prisoner, modded. This is right after the intro. Kvatch. Where's this one? That is the intro. Yes, Eden, I am using the officially recommended cable. Oh, change dynamic resolution. Sure, I forgot about that setting. I can't remember what that does. I think it's under VR performance. Dynamic resolution. There we go. Yeah, I remember that one now. I'm going to leave everything else the way it is because performance is looking pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. So let's see. let's just go in and load up something that's not super high level. Elf Bro, what level is he? He's only level 1. Okay, so that is right after the intro then, probably. Let's see if that works. There's all these mods that aren't there anymore. That's whatever. We'll see what happened. Oh, nope, that just straight up crashed it. I think I have one after the cart that I can jump to. Oh man, that broke Link. It's all frozen again now. Yep, it messed up the feed once again. So what I'm gonna do is I'll have to. I wonder if I just unplug it and plug it back in, if that would work, instead of having to restart everything like I did previously. Let's try that. I'm wondering if using Oculus Mirror and Oculus Dash to pin chat and going through all those steps and doing all those things, if that's causing all the issues for me, because these are things I would only do while I'm streaming. I wouldn't bother doing all this stuff if I was just playing normally. So I'm wondering if that is what's causing the issues here. So one thing I can do to test out my theory is okay. So SteamVR works and Skyrim works. You guys have seen that. If you're playing at home, you probably won't have as many issues as I'm having because you won't have to use Oculus Mirror and all that stuff. 3-meter cable is enough, or you get pulled easily. Eden, I would say it's enough. I mean, look, you can see here. This is the cable that they officially recommended, the 3-meter one. So my monitor is all the way over here, right? And I can pull this. I mean, my office, the full length of my office is barely more than 3 meters. I wouldn't really have a need to go beyond that personally. But the issue here is if you don't want to use artificial turning, if you want to physically turn, the issue is you get wrapped up in it. I don't know if you can see this on the webcam very well, but you can see here if I had this plugged in and if I wanted to stand over here and then physically turn around, the cable would then be at my waist and I couldn't step over it. So you want a longer cable to give you more slack so that you can easily step over it whenever you're turning in VR. It becomes sort of second nature once you get used to a wired headset, if you're not used to one currently. Yeah, a ceiling tether would be great too. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is I'm going to fully turn Steam off because I think that is one of the issues that I'm having is it's giving me some problems with Oculus Mirror and Dash and having all those different overlays and whatnot in the background going on. So that's turned off. We're just going to use Oculus Home directly. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Good idea, Keosante. So let's relaunch Oculus Home. Okay, so I believe now we should be good again. Let's try this. Oculus Link Beta, enable please. There we go. Looks like we are back in business. All right. And so once again, if you're just now tuning in, I will say that if you are going to be using this at home, you probably won't have a reason to use Oculus Mirror to show game footage like I'm doing, and you probably won't have a reason to have something pinned inside Oculus Dash like I'm doing, like the chat box. And as a result, it will probably function better for you because I didn't have these issues whenever I wasn't pinning chat and streaming of footage from the Oculus Mirror window and having all those extra layers running in the background. That stuff I wasn't wasn't there for me, so it worked better before. So I think it'll get more stable once it's out of beta. Um, let's see here. Let's go into my library. We did some Asgard. We did some lab. We could jump into Stormland. I could show off Onward. That's coming to Quest eventually, but it's not yet. Same for Echo VR. That's not out yet. Zero Caliber. Oh, Blade and Sorcery. This would be a good one. Let's do Blade and Sorcery. This would be a really good one. This one has some amazing combat. I'm really interested to see how this works on Quest. I love playing this on Rift S, but I've never tried this on Quest. It looks like... Oh, no. Okay. Whew. So Cast and Shuri recorded directly using Oculus Quest recording features. Yeah, I would imagine that wouldn't impact things as much. But if I'm streaming, I prefer using Oculus Mirror because that lets me have my entire display streamed. So whenever I'm switching games, it easily just continues to switch back and forth. Oh man, it messed up again. You know what? I wonder if it's because I keep going in and out to touch things on the computer. Maybe that's what it is. It's breaking the tracking because my image is frozen again. It seemed like Blade and Sorcery was going to work though. I wonder if... No, probably not. I was going to say I wonder if it could Chromecast Oculus Link footage, but I don't think so because this isn't a dedicated app that is that's working on the Quest. It's so funny because I could look at the computer monitor and see what I should be seeing. How about, you know what? I'm just going to go in here. Let's create this character. I don't even know what this says. Does that say play? Why isn't it working? Yeah, so it gave me the same problem again. For some reason, the footage is all messed up. Yeah, that was my son. You probably heard him, huh, Brandon? Okay, I'm gonna try this. If it stalls out on me again, I think I'm probably just gonna call it quits, and I'll just probably record some dedicated footage because it keeps doing the same issue. And I think maybe I've isolated it. It seems like it is exacerbated whenever I step outside of the boundaries and whenever I use Oculus Dash and other stuff like that. So it seems like that is what's causing most of the issues here. And unfortunately, those things can't really be resolved. It's stuff that I need to do here while I'm doing the stream. So, okay, let's see. Let's try one more time. Get this all plugged in. Like I said before, if you're just now tuning in, I wasn't having these issues whenever I was just using it for myself. But since I'm streaming and I'm trying to use Oculus Mirror and Oculus Dash to pin chat so I can see it, and doing all those various things in the background on top of linking the PC to the Quest headset, it's causing some issues apparently. So maybe if I just use Dash to adjust settings here, if I go in here and let's see, Oculus Mirror, no, I don't have it opened yet. Let's go into Windows Explorer, launch Oculus Mirror. Okay, now go into Streamlabs. I think it should be... Nope, apparently not. Okay, I just need to double click, is that what it is? There it is. Now we're in business. Yeah, there's quite a bit of RAM. I think it's either 16 or 32. I could be wrong, but probably 16. But if you had 32, it probably would be better. You're right. So if I wasn't streaming, I'm sure this would work better. Or I could set up a second computer to do the stream. Maybe that would help as well. But you know, I don't have issues with any other headset. It's only because I'm doing the Link that's causing issues, it seems. Okay. Let's see here. So we did Blade and Sorcery, but I didn't get to actually try it. I think I want to... Okay, I'll let you guys decide. Do you want me to try Blade and Sorcery again? Or do you want me to instead go into Stormland or something else? You don't need two PCs to stream anymore, though, Frederick. You really don't. I've never had these kind of problems before. Because I only use one PC, and I'm using the Turing encoder on OBS. I already did some SteamVR stuff. VR chat already exists on Quest, and Pistol Whip is already on Quest too. So I don't know why I would do those games. They're already on Quest. I would rather focus on games that aren't on Quest and probably never will be on Quest. So Pistol Whip and VR chat are already there. SteamVR stuff I did some already. You can go backwards in the stream. I did some Skyrim. I showed off some lab. SteamVR works fine. It works perfectly fine. Steam thinks you're wearing a Rift. It works just like a Rift would. Identical. So I could do Stormland. That's the reason you're buying a link cable. I don't know if my save file works anymore. I think it might have gotten reset whenever the game launched. But either way, let's check it out. Stormland's really fun. If you haven't read and watched our review, that's live at uploadvr.com, and our video reviews here on our YouTube channel. Yeah, I think it thinks I'm launching it for the first time, so you'll get to see the intro.
Surge detected. Auxiliary systems online. Accessing core dump. 11 data fragments encountered. Partial data recovery successful.
Because what happened is, whenever the game launched, it created a separate directory for saves. So my previous save is in a different folder. I need to update it. This looks really nice.
Segmentation fault corrected. System shell initiating reboot. Reboot successful. All systems restarting.
How is the volume? Can you guys hear the game audio? Okay, Asante, yes. Revive works for Stormland now. We have played it on Index. Heaney specifically has played it.
Hold the left or right trigger to select your dominant arm.
Let me turn up the game audio. Seems like it's a little bit quiet for you guys. That should be better. Yeah, that's right, Dewey. There is a fix for it. It's not directly through Revive. We have a guide on uploadvr.com. Okay, that should be better. Dominant hand, right hand.
Dominant arm verified. Please perform basic calibration to optimize traversal systems.
There we go.
Body calibration complete.
This looks great.
Suggestion: adjust core controls according to your preferences.
There's basically, this is probably performs the best out of all the games I've tried so far. Snap turn degrees. No, we want smooth turn, and I want to crank that up, please. Do like 9. Do instant. Cool.
Core system parameters set. Parameters may be readjusted at any time. Initiating motor function recalibration.
That would be great.
Tuning rotational motor controls.
Turn.
Core movement systems. Tuning complete. All motor functions calibrated. System shell enabling full autonomous control.
Looks good. All right. This looks fantastic. If you're buying a link cable specifically to play Stormland, I think you're going to be pretty happy.
Servo malfunction detected in dominant arm.
This plays
Advise
great.
Returning to base camp for repairs.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Are you coming? We better hurry. Still one more irrigation leak to patch. Whoa. Careful, little guys. You're the one who plants flowers for them. They should be thanking you, not me.
Memory fragment corrupted. Purging corrupted memory fragment of android named Nix.
L420, I personally do not have an index. Our only index, or we have two indexes that upload. David Heaney and Ian Hamilton have our two indexes. I don't personally have one. So
To base camp is
I can't
blocked.
really compare.
Suggestion: clear passageway.
Kay Asante, all that I knew are the things that we published. So a year ago, we heard from a source that Valve was working on a VR exclusive Half-Life game that would bridge the gap of the story in some ways. And I had heard that you would play as a female, so I assumed it was Alex. So that was all stuff we knew a year ago. We published that a year ago. A lot of places didn't believe us. But that was stuff we published a year ago. And then the night before they announced it, we heard some other details like the gravity gun, the hand-based gravity controller weapon that you might use in the game, that it's supposed to be a full-length VR game. I've heard about 16 hours long is what I've heard. So those are things that I've heard, but I don't know what they're going to reveal on Thursday. Knight Rider, I don't think this is on Ultra. Let me see. It's probably just on Medium.
No hazards detected in water.
Yeah, it's on
Suggestion:
Medium.
cross water to reach base camp.
I'm just playing on Medium right now. And it looks great. I'm not having any performance issues at
Suggestion:
all.
hold hand grip to attract out-of-reach objects. Suggestion: dismantle energy canisters to recharge. To dismantle, grab
That's
with
how you
both
heal?
hands and pull apart. Suggestion: search and obtain out system status. Alloy collected.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize someone had already figured out a way to uncap the frame rate and get it up to 90. That does make sense that it kills your battery. I know Carmack at OC6 was saying that they had been able to get the Quest to run at a higher frame rate, but the battery was the issue, and heating that was something that they couldn't really get under control, so that's why they capped it at 72. It really doesn't bother me though. I mean, I'm the kind of person that doesn't really get VR sick, so a little lower frame rate and some stuttering here and there, to me that's something I'm used to. I don't know. Especially growing up, I never had good computers as a kid, so all my games used to stutter.
Let me just check your scans.
When something is smooth to me, that's impressive. That's not the
You'll just
norm.
pop the arm off and get you a new one.
Ow.
Go on, just pop it right off. Don't be so dramatic, Nix. It's just an
Hey, Knight Rider, I'll try it out on Ultra.
Actually feel it.
Let me see.
Too much time.
Let's see what happens.
That's what happens.
Let's crank it up to Ultra.
Workbench. Advise using workbench
Yeah,
to
it
replace
seems
damaged
to... I'm surprised. Oh, no, there's some tearing going on a little bit.
Suggestion:
Well,
grip your dominant arm and pull to remove it.
Here, let's see. Check this out. Let's do a direct comparison here. Here's Ultra. And here's Medium. There's not a huge difference. But there is a difference. Most notably, there are less jagged edges. So I'll leave it on Ultra and let's see how it works. I'm definitely noticing a little stuttering here and there.
Suggestion:
Well-
attach fabricated arm to empty arm socket.
Okay, Asante, I don't think you would be able to use your battery pack while using Link because you're using the USB-C port for Link.
Suggestion.
Unless
Grab
I'm
the arm from the workbench and
missing
detach
something.
it.
Unless I'm confused about something.
Arm attached.
There we go.
Running diagnostics. Hand laser detected.
Scan X. I've never used 90 hertz on Quest. It's not 90. It's
Laser
72.
output meets specifications. Suggestion. Apply laser to invasive bulbs to clear obstructions.
Okay. About to get to some actual action here in just a moment.
Transport bay is now online. Suggestion.
I probably won't play too
Use
much
home
more though.
menu to track current objectives.
Hey, Knight Rider, it really depends. If you are specifically looking to play PC VR games, if that's what you want to do, and that's what you're most interested in doing. Oh, there we go. It just messed up on me. I can't see footage anymore. It's just a frozen box on me now. I think that's a pretty good stopping point there. I need to isolate what is causing that frozen image issue because I'm not super sure what it is. It could be the fact that... Hang on, let's close this out. Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure what is causing that issue specifically. It could be the fact that I'm using Oculus Mirror in the background as well as Oculus Dash to access chat and stream footage and all that. That could be causing the issue. I'm thinking that might be what it is. But yeah, so Knight Rider, to answer your question, it really depends on what you want to do. CV1 Rift is going to have a better ceiling for tracking, a better overall ceiling. You can, you know, on Rift, for example, you can reach behind you better. You have more volume of tracking. Solidly, I don't know. So the issue could be Link. It's in beta still. You might want to wait until it's out of beta to be sure you want to invest in getting it. It's hard to give a definitive, you know, review of a program in beta. Or it could be the programs I'm using because of you know, it could just be causing issues with Oculus Mirror and Oculus Dash and all that stuff running. So I need to test it more. I want to test it while I'm not streaming just to see if it has more success and less issues that way. But yeah, Knight Rider, to try to more succinctly answer your question, it really depends because if all you want to do is play PC VR games, then I would just get a Rift S probably. Or if you want to have the freedom to take the headset with you elsewhere and play some games on the go that aren't, you know, that aren't able to be played if you didn't have a headset with you, then you can do that. Yeah, thanks Anon and Sadly. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to be stopping the stream soon because it's a little hard to really do a good stream if the feed of my headset is constantly dropping out. I'm not sure what was causing it. I need to try to figure that out. But I hope you guys got a good impression of what Link is like. It's very easy to use. That's the good thing about resetting it and retrying all those times is all I had to do was turn off Oculus Home, unplug it, turn Home back on, and plug it back in, and just it was very simple. So it works well, and you know, I just need to see what's causing that issue that I kept experiencing. If anyone has any other questions, let me know, and I'll try to answer them now before I get going. Or, comment in our articles at uploadvr.com. Find us on Twitter. You can reach out. My, Twitter handle's right there. You can hit me up if you have any questions. Is Rift A better, the CV1 Rift? And thanks for your help. Rift S, I think you mean. So it depends. The Rift S it's going to be $350 on Black Friday. That's a great deal, and I love my Rift S. I like the visuals are better. It has better lenses, better resolution. Um, so to me, that makes it better. The tracking is good enough to me. I don't really miss on not being able to put my hands behind my back. I don't play any games really where I need to do that. So the Rift S is better to me because I really like that. It's more comfortable as well. I have a Rift S right here. So the Rift S, the design is a halo strap that goes around your head like the PSVR, so it's more comfortable to me. It doesn't squish my face, which is really important because I wear glasses. It gets very uncomfortable to wear a headset that squishes on my face. So I think the Rift S is better personally. But the CV1, like people are saying in the chat, does have better tracking. So if you're interested in playing something really competitively or something where you reach behind your back, sound is definitely better on the CV1, hands down. But I like using my own headset. So to me, it was a non-issue because I use my own headset anyway. So it didn't bother me. But sound is definitely better on CV1. Do I think the Quest will have the same push as the Switch with the holiday? No, I don't think so because for Nintendo, the Switch, they're all in on the Switch. That is the company is the Switch. That's all they really have. That is their platform, their hardware, their games. Nintendo is a gaming first company. For Facebook, VR is not their priority yet. They're very invested in it. Obviously, they're investing a lot of money. They're making hardware, they're funding games, but it's not on the level of the Switches for Nintendo. I do think it'll have a good holiday season. That being said, Oculus today they did announce their Black Friday deals for the Oculus Go and the Rift S, but no deals for the Quest. The only deal for the Quest is that you get Vader Immortal. They're not cutting the price at all apparently. Which is surprising, unless they do it at a later time. But I don't see why they would do that at a later time. So apparently they're not going to be cutting the price of the Quest. It doesn't look like they're going to be doing that. So I find that interesting. I thought they would cut the price at least $50 and try to get some more people to buy one. But apparently I guess maybe it's selling well enough they don't think they need to. I found that surprising. But I don't think it'll be getting the same type of push this Switch is going to get. Kei Asante, you might be right, but they won't tell us any sales numbers, so I'm not sure. So we don't really know if it's selling as well as we hope it is. So it's hard to know. I've heard from some people it's not selling as well as they had hoped. I've heard from developers their games sell really well. So it's hard to know. I don't know how many Quests there are out there. I don't know how many Rifts there are. I don't know. No one knows. So hopefully it is selling well enough that they just felt the need that they did need to cut the price. All right, well, thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and we will be back with some more Quest content, more Link content, more Rift content. Obviously, tune in here at Upload VR. We are actually, for this week, I want to make sure everyone knows, is that for this week, on here on our YouTube channel, tomorrow, Wednesday, is when we'll be doing the VR download this week instead of on Thursday. We're going to have the lead designer for Stormland on the VR download tomorrow. We're going to be interviewing him. He's going to be joining in the chat. But then on Thursday, after the Half-Life VR news drop, where they unveil the game fully, we're going to be doing a special VR download dedicated just to Half-Life VR. So we're going to have two this week, one tomorrow, one on Thursday. So make sure you tune in tomorrow for the normal VR download this week. We're moving it to Wednesday. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see any more of our live streams or videos, you can obviously see those here at our YouTube channel or check uploadvr.com for all of our latest reviews and news. We've got a lot of articles up about Oculus Link. We've got some Black Friday deal posts up already. New reviews and other good stuff is up on the site. So make sure you check all that out. And thank you very much for tuning in. Sorry for the minor tech issues. Hopefully I can figure out what the main cause of that was. But yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you Janelle. Thank you Knight Rider, Anon, Adam, Brandon, Dewey, Kayasante, everyone. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day.